Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Bhagavati Vasudha Devi Dasi from Mangalore, India. Please forgive me for stopping all of you from ecstatic chanting. Let us move on to the next part of the session. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name given by Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. So once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to the next part of the session, that is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all are joining the call today?
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karna Devi Dasi from Melbourne.
Hare Krishna Indulekha Karna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas, and today is Tunga Vidya's appearance day, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Bon.
Hare Krishna Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you Mataji for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call, and thank you so much for glorifying a special day in Vaishnava calendar. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Mataji.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashmati Priya Devidasi from Chicago, Elgin.
Hare Krishna Yashmati Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindas Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhu, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, Your Grace, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaji. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Rani. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte, and happy Tunga Vidya Sakhi's appearance day to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for the
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devi Dasi from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and to the all respected devotees of Bhakti Sangha. This is Pooja Arora from Haridwar.
Hare Krishna, Puja Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Is there anyone who would like to introduce in the call today? Okay, I welcome all of you once again for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are really fortunate to have His Grace Satyananda Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam 8.8.3 verse 3 to 8. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Sundarangi Radha Mataji for the brief introduction on Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, over to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Now, here is a brief introduction about today's speaker, His Grace Satyananda Prabhu. His Grace Satyananda Prabhu holds a bachelor degree in civil engineering and later realized the importance of spiritual practices. And with a desire to serve the Lord and the humanity, he took up to the order of monkhood in 2008. After the initial training at ISKCON, Sri Radha Gopinath Temple, Chowpatty, Mumbai, he decided to join the monastery at ISKCON Chowpatty, Sri Radha Gopinath Temple, and thereafter he displayed his repertoire of skill involving himself in areas like youth services, construction, event management, outreach, Sastric education, and teaching. He is part of management body of ISKCON Chowpatty Temple. He is also the core member of youth services. Prabhuji is a spiritual teacher at Gopal's Garden School. He has conducted varieties of seminars and courses in various colleges and institutions to help build character, competence, and life skills. All glories to Prabhuji's all wonderful services. Thank you so much, Mataji. Here was the brief introduction about Prabhuji. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for that brief introduction on Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Would like to join? Is there anyone who would like to introduce themselves in the call?
हरे कृष्ण भगवती वसुधा माता जय दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीति दासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Prabhu, with my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisance. We are really fortunate to have in this Bhakti Sangha conference called Prabhuji. So today we are really fortunate to hear from you on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 8.8.3 to 8. Just done with the introduction, Prabhuji. I hand over the call to you. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanaतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So would like to express my gratitude to all of you for inviting me today for this occasion of Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we are reading from Canto 8, 8th chapter, Churning of Milk Ocean, and we are reading from text number 3 till text number 8. So I'll just read the shlokas and then we'll start discussing after. तत उच्चे श्रवानाम हयो भूश्चन्द्र पाण्डुरः तस्मिन् बलिः स्पृहां चक्रे नेन्द्र शिक्षया। Thereafter a horse named Ucheshrava, which was as white as the moon, was generated. Bali Maharaj desired to possess this horse, and Indra, the king of heaven, did not protest, for he had previously been so advised by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the next sloka, तत ऐरावतो नाम वारनेन्द्रो विनिर्गतः दन्तेश्चतुर्भिः श्वेतार देहेर्भगवतो महिम्. As the next result of the churning, the king of elephants named Airavat was generated. This elephant was white and with its 4 tusks It defied the glories of Kailas mountain, the glorious abode of Lord Shiva. ऐरावनादयस्त्वेष्टो दिगगजा अभवंस्ततः अभ्रमु प्रभृतयोष्टो च करिण्यस्त्वन्भवन् नृपो. Thereafter, O king, 8 great elephants which could go in any direction were generated. They were headed by Airavan. 8 she-elephants headed by Abramu were also generated. So there is a small purport, then we'll go ahead. The names of 8 elephants were Airavan, Pundarika, Vamana, Kumuda, Anjana, Pushpadanta, Sarvabhauma and Supratika. I'll just read translation of this shloka. Generated thereafter from the great ocean were the celebrated gems Kaustubhamani and Padmaragamani. Lord Vishnu, to decorate his chest, desired to possess them. Generated next was the Parijat flower, which decorates the celestial planets. O king, as you fulfill your desire of everyone on this planet by fulfilling all ambitions, the Parijat fulfills the desires of everyone. Next, there appeared the Apsaras, who were used as the prostitutes on the heavenly planets. They were fully decorated with golden ornaments and lockets and were dressed in fine and attractive clothing. The Apsaras move very slowly in an attractive style that bewilders the inhabitants of the heavenly planets. Now, shloka number 8. ततश्चाविर्भूतः साक्षात् श्रीरमा भगवत्परा रञ्जयन्ती दिशः कान्त्या विद्युत् सौदामनी यथा. Then there appeared the goddess of fortune, Rama, who is absolutely dedicated to being enjoyed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She appeared like electricity, surpassing the lightning that might illuminate a marble mountain. Purport. Sri means opulence. Krishna is the owner of all opulences. Bhoktaram yagya tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suridam sarvabhutanam nyatva mam shantim richati. This peace formula for the world is given in Bhagavad Gita 5.29. When people know that the Supreme Lord Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, the supreme proprietor, and the most intimate well-being friend of all living entities, peace and prosperity will ensue all over the world. Unfortunately, the conditioned souls, being placed into illusion by the external energy of the Lord, want to fight with one another, and therefore peace is disturbed. The first prerequisite for peace is that all the wealth presented by Sri, the goddess of fortune, be offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everyone should give up his false proprietorship over worldly possessions and offer everything to Krishna. This is the teaching of the Krishna consciousness movement. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudire nashtaprayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much. So today we are reading a very important and a very instructing passage from Srimad Bhagavatam, from the 8th canto, where milk ocean churning is going on. And Here, various gems, various things are generated from that churning, as we have read in the previous section or in previous shlokas, that as soon as demons and the devtas, they started churning, so halahal wish came out in the beginning, and that halahal wish was devouring whole universe. So Lord Shiva helped get rid of this danger of the world and drank that poison and kept it in his throat. And then slowly different items came out, and today we are reading that horse Ucheshrava came out, then Airavat came out of that milk ocean, then Airavan and 8 other elephants along with their wives, they came out, and now finally Lord goddess of fortune Shri Lakshmi Devi ji is coming out. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita means these are the great opulences which are coming out of the milk ocean, and best of the things, Ucheshrava is best of the horse, Airavat is best of the elephant, Mother Lakshmi Devi, the best of the female in this world and the universe. They all have came out from milk ocean. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna in 10th canto, while describing various vibhutis, he talks about them. उच्चैश्रवस्सम आश्वानां विद्धि माम अमृतोद्भवम ऐरावतम गजेंद्रानां नरानां च नराधिपम. Of horses, know me to be Ucheshrava, produced during the churning of milk ocean for nectar. Of lordly elephants, I am Airavat, and among men, I am the monarch. So, Yadyad Vibhuti Mat Sattvam, Lord Krishna also speaks in this same chapter that whatever Vibhuti you see in this world, whatever great things you see in this world, you should know that it is just a spark of my opulences. And this is what the sum and substance of everything what we do, that is remembering Krishna, always seeing great thing, and not forgetting Krishna. In all circumstances, in all phases of life, we have to remember this principle very much, that everything is connected to Krishna, and everything there is to remind me about Krishna. So, taking this principle in our life, then it will help us to live peacefully, as Prabhupada writes in this purport, that one must understand that everything belongs to Krishna. Why there is trouble in our life? Why there is a disturbance in our life? Because there are many things which we want to have, they are not ours. They are in someone else's possession, and that disturbs our peace. I want it, but I don't have it. And therefore, all kinds of stress, all kinds of disturbance begins in order to have other things. And if I don't get it, I become envious of those things. But when we understand that whatever I have got is Krishna's blessing, whatever I have not got, that is also Krishna's blessing, so that I can take shelter of Krishna, then everything makes sense in our life. So, in the life of Ravana, this family was an interesting family, because Shurpanaka, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Bibhishan, amongst them, Bibhishan was different, but this brother and sister, Ravana and his sister, Shurpanaka, they had interesting desires. So, Shurpanaka wanted Ram without Lakshmi, means Sita. And Ravana wanted Sita without Ram. So, Sita is a representing Mother Lakshmi. So, what happened to this both the personalities? That we will discuss little bit, and then we'll come to another important topic. So, here Lakshmiji is born from the milk ocean, and she, being the chaste to Lord Narayan, wanted to be in the company of Lord Narayan. She did not want anyone to be her husband. In the future verses, it will come that she neglects or she rejects each and every great personality in this universe and finally accepts Lord Narayan. That discussion someone else will do, but I will just focus on Ravana wanting wanting Sita without Ram, and Shurpanaka wanting Ram without Sita. So first, if we see this family, Shurpanaka, she desired Lord Ram. She went to Lord Ram in the Dandakaranya forest. When she saw the beauty of Ram, she became enchanted with him, and she desired him. She requested, "Why don't you marry me?" Lord Ram, we all know that Krishna do not accept anyone without devotion. So Shurpanaka had a lust towards Lord Ram. She wanted Ram as her enjoyment. So Lord Ram said, "I am a just Vanvasi, and I already have a wife. So I cannot accept you, and even if I accept you, you'll have to be a servant of my wife. So this is not possible. Better you approach my brother Lakshmana, who is all alone. Just see whether he accepts you." Lakshmana also rejects her, means Lakshmana represents Guru. So if we try to approach Guru, we want Guru to fulfill our desires. Actually, a disciple's foremost duty is to fulfill the desires of the spiritual master. But most of the time, people mistake that accepting Guru means Guru will fulfill my desires. All my material desires, Guru will fulfill. So when Guru detects such mentality in the disciple, that disciple is coming and taking shelter or requesting shelter for fulfilling his desires, Guru rejects such disciples. Then again she goes back to Lord Ram, and finally she thinks that the problem of my rejection is this Sita. Let me finish her off, and then I will capture and I will take away this Ram with me. And as we all know that she tries to attack Mother Sita. So Lakshmanji cuts off her nose and ears. And finally she goes, okay, then this is what happens. When we approach God, when we approach Krishna with material desires, or when we approach Guru with material desires, then we lose our two important senses. Nose represents our prana, means through nose we take swasa, we breathe, and ears for hearing and removing our ignorance by hearing. So material desires, they block our prana, spiritual prana, and stops hearing instructions from spiritual master or the Lord. So Lakshmana did this surgery to Shurpanaka because she was expecting Ram without Sita, and instead of serving them, she wanted to enjoy. Now we come to Ravana. So Ravana wanted Sita without Ram, and he made a plan to capture Sita, kidnap Sita, and he was successful in his plan to kidnap Sita. Sita was kidnapped and taken to his place, Lanka. Sita stayed in Lanka. Lanka was the most opulent place at that time. Everything made of gold, everything was having super class amenities. Means externally it was really prosperous. And Mother Sita was staying there. Just Lakshmi, that what we are discussing now, Mother Lakshmi. So Sita is staying there. But what is happening? Just see. Whenever there is fortune, what fortune means? Fortune means you have all sorts of prosperity along with peace, happiness, and very loving relationships. This is the definition of prosperity. What is happening in Lanka, even when Mother Lakshmi herself present in the form of Sita? Ravana was disturbed. Whole Lanka was disturbed. Lanka was under stress. Ravana was under stress. And there was no good relationship. So much so that Vibhishana rejected Ravana. Mandodari rejected Ravana. Even Kumbhakarna chastised Ravana for such foolish mistakes. And finally, Sita was present, but Lanka got destroyed, and Ramana, along with all his soldiers and relatives, had to leave or had to face death in their life. Only for one desire, having Lakshmi without Narayan or having Sita without Ram. Sita or Lakshmi represents opulences in this world. So anyone who tries to bring or tries to force Lakshmi to be with him without Narayan, then the final result is destruction. And therefore here, Srimad Bhagavatam, and in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is writing that the peace formula should be known to the world. Bhoktara yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. That Krishna is the only enjoyer, Bhokta. And if we accept him as a bhokta, and we all are servant, we offer everything in service of Krishna, then we experience bliss, happiness, and peace. Peace just remains the byproduct then. Nyatva mam shantim richati. So this is the interesting understanding of Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasa, and how Lakshmi ji should be used. Lakshmi should be used in the service of Narayan. If we try to use that Lakshmi in our sense enjoyment, then it will backfire. So I'll come to the second part of the session, that is here Lord is talking about various vibhutis, and he's talking about how of the horses know me to be Ucheshrava, of the lordly elephants know me to be Airavat. In the same sequence, Lord Krishna also says, Indriyana manaschasmi. Of the senses, I am the mind. And as we are celebrating, as we have celebrated and we are continue to celebrate Lord Krishna's appearance, so I would also like to touch upon few points based on few commentaries on the Lord Krishna's appearance in this world. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, in 10th canto, in 2nd chapter, 16th shloka, where Sukadeva Goswami explains the appearance of Lord Krishna, means how he appears in this world. So after describing Lord Balramji's transfer from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Mother Rohini, Lord Sukadeva Goswami explains that Bhagavan api vishvatma bhaktanam abhayankara avivesham se bhagena mana anaka dundubi. So Sukadeva Goswami says that Bhagwan api vishvatma. Here Vishwatma is referred to Lord Krishna. Vishwatma, the meaning of Vishwatma, Prabhupada also writes in the purport that he is the soul of the universe, and as well as he is the only object of love for all the living entities. That is his feature, that Krishna is the only object of love, and therefore he is called Vishwatma, Vishwa Atma. And then what does he do? What he does? He is saying Bhaktanam Abhayankara. So that person, that Krishna, who is known as Vishwatma, also destroys bhaya, fear of his devotees. Bhaktanam Abhayankara. And then what happened? This Lord appeared along with all his avtaras, incarnations, portions, avivesha amsha bhagena. With all his potency, he entered into the mind of Vasudeva, the husband of Devaki, to be father of Lord Krishna. So normally children, they come in this world by when mother and father unites. And Krishna could have come through the same way as all the people of this world take birth. But here, especially, Lord took place in the mind of Vasudeva. And then he transferred himself from mind of Vasudeva. He was transferred in the mind of Devaki. So Lord's appearance in this world are through different ways. Narsimhadev appeared through pillar. Lord Ram appeared in this world through the nectar, the sweet rice given by that Yajna Purusha. Then our Kashyapa, Kurmadev appeared on its own. So different ways. Lord Varaha appeared through nostrils of Lord Brahma. So these are the different ways Lord had appeared in this world. But Krishna chose to appear in the mind of Vasudeva, and through that in the mind of Devaki. Mana Anakadundubi. So our acharyas, they give so many understanding about this particular thing. Why Lord appeared in the mind of Vasudeva? Why? What are the reasons? So there are several reasons. We'll try to discuss those reasons, whatever time is left with. The first reason, they say that because Lord wanted to experience the love of grandfather, and therefore because in this world we have seen that the father loves the child, but more affection towards child is shown by the grandfather. So Lord Krishna wanted to experience the love of grandfather before experiencing the love of father. So how is it that? So in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 26th chapter, 61th shloka, where the description of this universe is been given, how different things are produced in this world. So in the 3rd canto, it is explained that from the mind, manascha chandrama jata, from the mind came moon. This mind is mind of Lord. So from mind came moon. So the mind became the father of Lord, so father of moon. And as in this incarnation of Lord Krishna, Krishna appeared in the moon dynasty, Chandra Vamsha. So Chandra is the father of all the Chandra Vamshis. So if Chandra is the father, then mind is the grandfather. And that so in that mood, that the mind became the grandfather of Krishna, and to experience the love from his grandfather, Lord Krishna appeared in the mind of Vasudeva. Therefore, here it is written, Mana Anakadundubi. The second reason given by acharyas is that Lord Krishna thought that so many my devotees and so many saints, they always talk about mind. They have told me that mind is very, very difficult to control. They have told me it's very difficult to know what mind is all about. It's very durghat. Actually, there are these are the Sanskrit words. Durghat, durneya. Very, very difficult to know. And moreover, what happens? The mind enters into all the sense object of this world. whatever living entity sees matter, wherever, very, very attractive matter, so immediately mind enters into those objects, those sense objects. So Krishna thought, let me know what mind is all about. I want to understand mind in fact. So he enters in all the material object very quickly, but my speed is greater than the mind's speed. So mind enters everywhere. I will enter mind and will understand what this mind is all about. So this is another reason why Lord Krishna entered the mind of Vasudeva. The third reason is given that they say that Lord appeared as Vamanadev to Mother Aditi and Rishi Kashyap. So Kashyap Rishi and Mother Aditi were his father and mother when he took the form of Vamana. Vamana means dwarf. Vamana means very small. So the same Aditi and Kashyapa in this lifetime is Vasudev and Devaki. So Krishna thought, actually, Kashyapa Muni and Aditi, they already knew me, or they already know me, this Vasudeva and Devaki, in the form of a Vamana. Vamana means very small. So I will take a smaller form so that they will recognize me again. Because in the Vamana form, I came very small, means my form was very small, but I expanded and covered whole universe and relieved Aditi and Kashyapa from the pain of their children were homeless, and he took away everything from the demons. So Krishna also thought, I will enter the mana, mind of Vasudeva. So he will recognize, oh, I have also, means just like in Vaman avatar, I relieved the pain of Aditi. Similarly, in this incarnation, in this avatar, also I will enter like a small and show his form and kill the Kamsa, or remove the burden of earth, so that Devaki and Vasudeva will be relieved from the pain of Kamsa's Kamsa's tyrant, Kamsa's atrocities. So so this is one of the reason that earlier he was having Vamana Sthiti, means very small size. Now he accepted Manasthiti. Very Manasthiti means there are two words. These are Vaman is one word, and Mana, there are two words. Va and Mana means very small. So that is the reason Vasudevji's he entered in Vasudevji's mind. Another reason is given that Krishna thought, see, I have my carriers. My carriers are Garudji. Garudji carries me whenever I need to go somewhere. And we have read in Srimad Bhagavatam and in other places also. Just like when Karda Muni prayed, or when he was performing tapasya, Lord came sitting on Garuda and appeared in front of him. When Maharaj Daksha, when he performed tapasya, so that time also Lord appeared on the Garuda. So there are various multiple descriptions how Lord comes on the carrier Garuda. So the speed of Garuda is very, very fast. And another carrier is Lord's Ratha, chariot. So we have seen in the episode of Rukmini. So to protect Rukmini or to marry Rukmini, Lord took his chariot from Dwarka to Vidarbha, Kaudinyapur. And he went and he rescued Mother Rukmini from the clutches of Shishupal and Jarasandha. So Lord was thinking, actually, my carriers, this Garuda and my Rath, doesn't have any match in this world, because no vehicle can match their speed. But when I wanted to protect my devotee Draupadi, that time my Rath was not useful. When I wanted to protect my devotee Gajendra, my Garud carrier was not useful, because it is said that when elephant Gajendra was praying to the Lord, and Lord was coming on the Garuda. So Lord thought, "Arey, my Garuda is not running very fast." So Lord, in the midway, got down from the Garuda and took Garuda on his back and ran towards Gajendra to protect and to respond to his desperate prayer. So Lord was thinking, actually, this Garuda and my chariot, they were not useful saving and protecting my devotees when they were in danger. What was more powerful than these carriers? So Lord thought, my devotees' Manorath, my devotees' desperate prayer, they are the most fastest in this world. So then Lord thought that actually to protect my devotees, the devotees' Manorath is more faster. So let me accept Vasudev, who is my devotee, his mind as my Rath, his Manorath, so that I can protect my devotees. So therefore, he entered in the mind of Vasudev. Mana anaka dundubhi. So this is one of the reason. Then another reason is given by acharyas. Krishna is called akama. Akama means without any material desire. Lord Krishna is fulfilling everyone's desires. So he himself is akam. But to fulfill the desires of his devotees, he thought, I will become sakama. What is the meaning of sakama? Sakama means one who stays with the kama. Kama means desires. And kama also means mind, because all the desires, they generates in the mind. They originates in the mind. So Akama Krishna became Sakama. Sakama means one who stays with the mind. For what? So that he can understand what my devotees are desiring, what my devotees is desiring, and whatever he desires, I will fulfill that desire. By staying together with the mind of my devotee, whatever desires are there in the mind of devotees, that I will fulfill. So just see Krishna's magnanimity, just see Krishna's compassion. He gave up the place in the Golok Vrindavan. He gave up the vast ocean of milk where he resides just to fulfill the desire of his devotee. He is ready to enter in the mind of a devotee. It's in such a small space. Ocean, milk ocean is such a vast, and we are discussing churning of milk ocean. Golok Vrindavan is so charming. So he gives up those places and enters into the mind of his devotees. And we here fight for space. And we keep hearing, give me my space, I want my space. So, but Lord Krishna gives up his space so that he can fulfill the desires of his devotees. So this is the one of the reason acharyas give. Another reason acharyas give is that in Vedas, in the Upanishads, the description of the Lord is given. So Shruti, they explains that Lord is Mahato Mahiyan, Anor Aniyan. That means Anor Aniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. Means Krishna or the God, the description is smaller than the smallest and bigger than the biggest. So Lord can become smaller than the atom, means whatever particle it is there. Anor Aniyan and Mahatomaniyan, bigger than the biggest. So to prove bigger than the biggest, he had already appeared in various forms. Like when Varahadev appeared, his size was so huge, so huge. It is said that is one pore of Varahadev's and one bodily hair pore could accumulate the oceans of the world. Means what size that must be? Just a hair pore from where we generate our sweat is generated from our pores. So oceans of the world can get accommodated in the one pore of Lord Vara. So just think what must be his size. And he lifted Bhudevi or the earth planet on his tusk. It was just looking like a ball on the tusk. So to lift earth, such a huge planet on the tusk, means what must be the size of Varahadev. So Mahato Mahiyan. We have also read in Srimad Bhagavatam in this section only, Kurmadev's size is been described. Millions of miles was the size of Kurmadev. Mahato Mahiyan means on his back the great Mandar mountain was supported, and that Mandar mountain which all the Devtas and all the Asuras could not lift. That Mandar mountain was looking like a straw on the back of Kurmadev. So he has proved he's bigger than the biggest forms, but he has not yet showed the smaller than the smallest form. So to prove that I am Anur Aniyan also, means smaller than the smallest also. So he entered the Sukshma. Sukshma means subtle. Mind is subtle. So Lord Krishna, to prove that I am also Anur Aniyan, smaller than the smallest, he entered in the mind of Vasudeva. So God's definition is he can do anything and everything what we can do or what we cannot do. So that is the definition. Kartum akartum anyatha kartum. So Krishna proves this, that I am smaller than the smallest and also bigger than the biggest. The next reason is given that Krishna thought mind is the cause of happiness and in distress in this world. And we have experienced that. If your mind is in the right mood, so even a difficult situation can be perceived as a happy situation. And if your mind is disturbed, even a happy situation can be perceived. Mind can make hell out of heaven and heaven out of hell. That we have heard so many times. So mind is the cause of our happiness and distress. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in 11th canto, Avanti Brahman, he says that Nayam janame sukha dukkha heto na devata atma graha karma kala manaya param karana mamananti samsara chakra parivartayedayat. So he says that, Avanti Brahmana says that the cause of my happiness and distress is not Nayam Jana. The people are not cause of my happiness and distress. Generally, we think because of him, because of her, because of that, I am miserable or I am happy. He says they are not the Nayam Jana me Sukha Dukkha Heto na Devata. No Devatas also. Sometimes we think this Devata is not happy with me, therefore the problems are coming in my life. That Devata is not happy, therefore problems are coming in my life. Or because that Devata is happy, prasanna with me, therefore I am prosperous, I am experiencing happiness. He says, no. Na Devata, na Graha. Some planets are the cause of my happiness and distress. He says, no. Not planets, no Devatas, no, not people. Then who is the cause of our distress? He says, Manayah param karanamamananti. The mind is the supreme cause of my repeated birth and death in this world. So, Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that the mind which is uncontrolled is the greatest or the worst enemy of a jiva, of a living entity. And the mind which is controlled is the best friend is of a living entity. Uncontrolled mind, with uncontrolled mind, the samsara chakra keeps rotating. A living entity, a jiva, keeps taking birth and death in this world. And control mind helps a living entity to raise his consciousness and go back to Godhead. So what is the most important thing for a human being, for a jiva to do is to make his mind his friend. The mind which disturbs everything in our life, if we learn to make this mind as our friend, then this friendly mind will help us to get release from this samsara chakra. Jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahita. Lord has spoken in Bhagavad Gita that one who has conquered the mind, he has conquered the battle against the illusion or illusory energy. Jitatmana prashantasya. Paramatma samadhi means he has already achieved the perfection. Almost achieved the perfection. So, Atma eva hi atmano bandhu. So, one must make his uncontrolled mind, an enemy mind, turn into a friend mind, a friendly mind. Friendly mind means that mind which helps you to progress towards back to Godhead, who helps you to practice spiritual life. So, to teach this important lesson that one must make friendship with mind, Lord Krishna entered into the mind of Vasudeva. That he is showing through his example that, see, I am making mind as a friend. You all should learn to make your mind your friend. So this is one of the reason. Another reason is given by Acharyas is Krishna thought that in future of this incarnation, of this avatar, I am going to herd cows and I will be known as a Gopal. Gopal means one who takes care of cows and also one who controls the movements of the cows. They are called Gopal. Go means cows and Pal or Pal refers to one who controls or cares for the cows. So Lord Krishna says, if I want to be Gopal, I'm going to be in Vrindavan. So to be Gopal, I need to take training of being Gopal. And how shall I get that training? So I can take training by associating with another Gopal. And just like we have seen in this world, there is apprenticeship that people, a doctor, a student doctor goes to a expert doctor to learn what is this all about. A lawyer, a student lawyer, he goes to the another established lawyer to learn about what is this all about. So everywhere we have seen this practice that if you want to become expert in some field, you go to some expert in those field. So Krishna also thought, oh, I want to be a Gopal in this avatar, so I need to take training from another Gopal. And who is that another Gopal? Who can control? So he thought, mind is the Gopal. How mind is the Gopal? So this Gopal has another meaning. So in Sanskrit, Go also means senses. So who controls the senses? Mind controls the senses. So therefore, mind is also called Gopal. So Krishna thought, oh, this mind controls the senses, and I want to control cows in future. So let me associate with this Gopal, this mind, so that I can take training. So these are the various reasons Acharyas give about appearance of Lord Krishna in the mind of Vasudeva. So let us also pray at the lotus feet of the Lord that our mind, which is chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavrata dridam tasyaham nigraham manne vayoriva sudushkaram. Arjuna expressed the condition of all of our mind, which says that really it's very difficult to control. But when we engages ourselves in the service of the Guru and Gauranga, abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena ch guhyate. And we engage ourselves in this ninefold of devotional service, Navvidha Bhakti, and especially in chanting the holy name of the Lord, so that we will be able to make our mind friendly and go back home, back to God. That is the significance of Krishna's appearance in this world. He came to protect his devotees and also encourage his devotees to go back home, back to Godhead. So I would like to stop here. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for this very insightful class. It was very inspiring, and you clearly mentioned that how we have to relate with the Lord, and also the one important thing that we can do from our side is to make our mind friend so that we can progress and get closer to Krishna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I request, dear devotees, if you have any questions or comments, you can raise your hand or you can ask now. Yes, Prabhu, we hear this to take care of the mind and keep it in our control. And devotees are trying their best, and they even know that when they missed it and they correct after that. But Krishna is the one who gave that forgiveness, or he makes like there is something called will of the providence and all that. So in that case, how much is there in our hand actually to take care of these things and literally please Krishna or progress?
In Damodar Leela, Lord Krishna has shown that two fingers. One finger is devotee's effort and another finger is Krishna's mercy. Of course, it's very difficult to control our mind. Many times there are many such circumstances, we sleep or we do not understand what we are doing, or we go away from Krishna. But a devotee continues to make effort to show Krishna, I have not given up no matter what. And it is like it's a wrestling match. The one of the principle of a wrestling match is that no matter how many punches opponents give you, no matter how many times you fall down, but if you don't leave that circle, till that time you are not declared a loser. So similarly, the fight with the mind is like that. Mind is very powerful wrestler, like a sumo, and our efforts, our determination is like a tiny todd in front of that wrestler sumo. So in front of sumo or samurai, how much we can. But one thing what we have to do is, we don't have to leave the circle, that arena. What will happen? Krishna will see, oh, no matter, he has really got beaten black and blue, but he has not given up chanting, I am saying, or devotional service. So what will Krishna do? Finally, he will come and he will pick you up and will make sure that you punch that samurai or that sumo wrestler, and his one punch will be sufficient to make that samurai fall on the flat. So that we all have to continue our efforts in Krishna consciousness. No matter how many times we fail, no matter how many times our mind troubles us, but we continue. So that we should understand. And Krishna always helps those who don't give up. And he also understand. He has told Krishna, asamshayam mahabaho manodur nigraham chalam. That I understand, Arjuna. Yes, it's very difficult to control mind. But I see how my devotees are practicing and how they are becoming detached. If these two things are happening in the life of devotees, Krishna will definitely help. We need not have to fear about that. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
So thank you. We'll stop here today. I have
Yes.
another meeting.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, then what
Hare
pranam.
Krishna.
Very wonderful class. Actually, I was listening closely about how you are moving from the Samudra Mandan to the all the Airavata and Ucheshwa, everything coming out, and from there to Lakshmi Devi. When she comes out, and she is also called Chenchala and Chapala, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So there are two forms of Lakshmi. One is Chanchala, and another one is Lakshmi.
Yeah.
So that Chanchala is that who is not in the service of Narayan. Then she becomes Chanchala. And when she is engaged in the service of Narayan, she is always eternally at the lotus feet of Narayan. So that anything which is in the service of Narayan, she never leaves you. But when you try to enjoy her, she becomes Chanchala.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Prabhu Narayana is in the form of Manas and mind.
That what happened.
Yeah.
That what happened with Ravana.
Yeah.
So
together with Narayana, we have to worship her, otherwise she will be Chanchala. Yeah. And Narayana in the form of Krishna, how he comes in the mind of Vasudeva and Devaki.
Yeah.
And he is a Gopala, controller of senses, and she is always Chanchala, moves from hand to hand in the form of money or anything, because all the prosperity, like the material things, those are not stable with one person. They'll be moving. I mean, even a house or a car or money or anything. So the combination of Lakshmi and Narayana is like he's trying to control and restrict the senses, and she is moving away or like that. That's what I'm feeling.
No. See, the mind is here. Mind is compared is the controller of the sense. Means through mind only we can control all other things.
Yes.
Just like your all other senses, eyes, nose, your tongue, touch. Means all these senses, they are controlled by the mind. The desires they develop in the mind. So Lord is entering in the mind of Vasudeva, and it is going to is going to appear in this world. So there is no connection with Lakshmi Devi or something like that. Okay. So here the Acharya is explaining that why Lord appeared in this way in this world.
Yeah, that's very nice, Prabhuji. Yeah. And in the Rama Avatar, he appeared from the Payasam. That is Payasam also coming from the Yajna. And Yajna is related to Surya Dev, and that is Surya Vamsa. And how the mind is related to Chandra, and Krishna is from the Chandra Vamsa. The connection is also very, very wonderfully brought, Prabhuji. So nicely well. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for that question and comment. Your devotees, as Prabhuji said, he has another meeting. We will end the call here. We obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Koti Vaishnavind ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Satyananda Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji, for your association and class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for your time.